This is a re-edited version with human voiceover. Check pinned comment to see what parts are new. Episode 4 is adapting events from the first chapter of Volume 2, Chapter 3, Kiss.
Keep this a secret.
Is it their secret boyfriend?
Keep this a secret.
You wanted to give us a secret and I'm messing it up.
I'm sorry for not texting you. I just wanted to talk in person.
Okay. Did you forget a coat?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't check the weather before I left.
Idiot.
I just wanted to say...
Nick, I didn't know you were coming round.
Charlie's mother, Jane Spring, is only seen in this one brief scene in season 1 of Heartstopper. She's played by Georgina Rich. We know from the comics and Alice Oseman's debut novel Solitaire about Tori that she is a pretty strict mother and clashes with her teenage children. We will probably see much more of her in later seasons along with the rest of the family. We have yet to see a scene with the family all together. Alice has written a story about how Jane and Julio met, and you can read it all on Alice's website, aliceoseman.com. The story was written pretty casually on the spot directly on Tumblr, but it's still quite good.
So I never got to act with my dad, my on-screen dad, but I was on set at the same time as Georgina, who played Jane. There were so many similarities, it was a bit bizarre. I'm pretty sure she used to also dance. I think I'm remembering this correctly. She used to work at the same pub that I work at. There was some kind of weird synergy going on. So as people, I was like, we would get on like a house on fire. She was really great, but so I think there's probably like an unspoken mother-daughter connection, but Tori's not somebody that shows love and physical affection very easily. So I think it's sort of, she's not going to be snuggling up and giving her mum loads of hugs and kisses, but there's an unspoken kind of love and connection there.
You could have at least changed out of your pyjamas.
Hold on while I very discreetly fix my bedhead for you for the 3rd time. We were robbed of the comic moment where Charlie blushes at the bit of skin on display here. Also no super dry jumper for extra irony. Sadly we don't get the super dry joke in the graphic novel print or Kindle versions either.
I'm so sorry, I didn't think properly about what I was doing and it was a stupid thing to do and I don't want you to feel awkward about it.
The subtitles are a bit wrong all the time in this show and that always annoys me. Sometimes it makes no sense because they shorten already short sentences. I don't know.
I shouldn't have kissed you.
Charlie saying that makes Nick stop in his tracks.
I've been going out with Nick Nelson since I was 14. He likes rugby and Formula 1, animals, especially dogs, the Marvel Universe, the sound felt tips make on paper, rain, drawing on shoes, Disneyland, and minimalism. He also likes me. His hair is dark blonde and his eyes are brown, and he is 2 inches taller than me, if you care about that sort of thing. I think he's pretty hot, but that might just be my opinion.
So, Kit Connor has definitely grown a lot between filming season 1 and season 2. The height difference in season 2 is going to be closer to how it was in the comics. I guess Nick is just going to have a mega one-day growth spurt since season 2 is supposed to pick up right where season 1 left off. He did also build lots of muscle, so there's that too. They made Kit Connor and Joe Locke recreate the tippy toes scene for a photo shoot when they were in Brazil.
I really liked doing the scenes in the set when Nick comes to Charlie and apologizes, and then they're kissing, and it just felt very real, that scene. And I remember trying to capture, that movement and trying to get some flares as well, because we had a lot of flares throughout the show, and I felt like for that scene it would be an extra bit to get more emotional camera with that. So that was for me, it was one of the best scenes as well.
I'm having a proper full-on gay crisis, and it's not that I didn't want to, kiss you. I've just been so confused.
The way that Nick says the lines, kiss you, I was so confused. I've just been so confused. It's so, give Kit Connor an Emmy, please.
Wow, that escalated quickly. Thank you. I mean,
Give Kit Connor an Emmy. Get it trending.
give Joe Locke
Hashtag
an
give
Emmy.
Kit Connor an Emmy.
That scene's a very iconic scene in the comics. We definitely did it in a slightly different way to how it is in the comics. I think it's a little bit sort of more
Drama.
Yeah, dramatic in the show.
The moment is more light-hearted and funny in the comic. In the comic, they continue the conversation for longer after this. Most of that dialogue has been moved to episodes 5 and 6.
At school, is it okay if we, like, keep this a secret? I just don't really know if I can, come out as anything.
Yeah. It's fine.
And there's the major difference to the Ben situation. Communication. Why doesn't he open the umbrella before stepping into the rain, SMH?
Bye.
The umbrella is yellow and blue for Charlie and Nick. So Charlie's shoes were there before. Now they're over there, and he can't get the other one on.
Hi. Hi.
Quotes from Tudum article How Heartstopper filmed its romantic and adorable kiss in the rain scene by Lydia Wang. The scene was shot on a residential street with lots of onlookers popping by to investigate the production. The location made logistics trickier, but production designer Tim Dickel says it was worth the chaos. It was quite tight where we were, but also the charm is that it feels like a normal street. If it had been some wide, really open street, I don't think you'd get the sense of intimacy and it wouldn't feel quite right. Dickel says the team used around 8 rain machines for dramatic effect. There was a lot of technical wizardry that went into getting the rain right, executive producer Patrick Walters adds. Because we filmed some of the series out of sequence, it actually was the first kiss that Charlie and Nick share that we filmed, Walters says. So it felt like a big day because we had our intimacy coordinator David Thackeray there, Euros Lynn, Alice Oseman and myself with Kit and Joe, and we knew it was a really iconic moment from the comics. As was the case throughout production, Walters' utmost priority was the cast's comfort. Given that we knew it was the first time there was going to be this kiss, we were all very, very anxious to get it right and to make sure that Joe and Kit felt completely supported and didn't feel like they were being overlooked by people, he says.
Okay. Fine.
Nick is now under the yellow side of the umbrella with yellow sunlight on his face. Charlie is his sunshine.
Wow. Joe Locke is so soft. Why is this man the literal embodiment of the sun?
The sun.
Wow.
I'll take that.
Hey.
Hey! Something's different.
He's just in love.
Don't worry, I'm a highly qualified hairstylist.
Qualified from where?
Say what you want about Imogen, but she gave me messy hair, Nick, and for that I will forever be grateful. Yeah, I really love that scene actually. It was really lovely. I think it was a nice moment of connection between Nick and Imogen, in a sort of less serious way, but where he's not sort of deflecting her sort of advances. Which is, I think it was in the script, like, I'm a highly qualified hairstylist, ruffles with hair. But there were several takes where that was not as bad as as some of the ruffling of hair that I did in other takes. I think literally his hair was like all over the place, and yeah, the restyling of hair had to be done quite a lot.
But people want to know, is Kit's hair ginger or strawberry blonde?
Oh, I don't know, I feel like it's one of those hair colours that changes in the lights and maybe in the seasons as well, but I'm gonna say, I don't know.
As a highly qualified hairstylist, what would Imogen say his hair color is?
I'd say strawberry blonde.
I'm passing the phone to a ginger.
Oh, I've got to go. I forgot I had morning detention.
I imagine that Imogen got detention because she'd worn like brightly coloured nail varnish to school, and like the girls at my school would do this. They'd always get like told to remove their nail varnish. And I reckon she'd be like, but it's his self-expression, and like have like this back chat with her teacher, and then be like, right, morning detention. Like, oh, but secretly kind of love it because it like gives her street cred.
This guy is so happy to be walking here on this day that he doesn't even mind getting bumped. Happy guy somehow made it to class before Charlie.
Hi. Hi.
You guys are incredibly obvious, and I love it.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Someone commented that there's a mistake here, that there are students in the shot of Elle, but the classroom is empty in the shot of Tara and Darcy. I don't know if it's really a problem, and it doesn't bother me because none of the students behind Elle would be visible from that angle. So I don't know if there's really any continuity mistake here.
There's a boy in there waiting for you.
There's a boy in there waiting for you.
It was.
So freaking cool.
Is it their secret boyfriend or the straight boy crush?
Actually both right now. He definitely heard that conversation.
I missed you.
I saw you in form like 4 hours ago.
Hi.
I missed you. You sure your friends don't mind you ditching them to eat lunch with me?
Nah, they can deal with it.
You know full well there's someone who definitely can't deal with it. I cannot unsee all that gum under the table, and now neither can you.
Feels nice to be able to ditch my friends for once. My friends are nothing like you. Well, he was giving me evils before you got here.
He must have thought you were Ben. I told him about the Ben making me keep us a secret thing.
Nick immediately feels so bad that he might be doing to Charlie what Ben did before, and that already makes him 100 times better.
I mean, that's nothing like what we're doing. You're nothing like him. This is completely different.
Go for the tackle! Come on, Charlie! Come on, man! For the third time!
Is he actually going to tackle anyone, or is he just going to stand there?
Funnily enough, Harry's not actually on the rugby team in the comics.
Can you play rugby? You've got to ask that question.
I actually can, yeah. I actually
okay.
was good at rugby for a bit when I was younger. Yeah, I did. Yeah, played county level, but yeah, that's I guess probably one of the reasons I got casted as well. Yeah.
We all need to step up for this St. John's match.
Yeah.
You're on cone collection today, Charlie.
Okay.
You're going to be okay for the match with St. John's next week.
Miss Singh is a PE teacher and the rugby team's coach. She's also an ex-semi-pro rugby player. She's played on the show by Chetna Pandya. She's pretty awesome and a supportive teacher, always looking out for Charlie and Nick. In the comics, she tells off the other boys for speculating about Nick's sexuality and has this iconic monologue. Of course, in the show, the storyline of the rugby lads suspecting Nick has a crush on Charlie has been cut, so we didn't get these iconic lines in the show.
It's all about confidence.
Well, it's hard to be confident when they all see me as a stereotypical gay boy who can't do sports.
A lot of gay people are good at sports, Charlie.
Miss Singh has a wife in the comics. I wonder if that will get expanded on in future seasons. Some dubs are missing the sound of him kicking the cone for some reason, and it's pretty awkward.
Joe did join me for one rugby session that we did.
And not anymore after that.
Yeah, I think he did one and decided that wasn't quite for
I
him.
didn't own any sports clothes, so I arrived in like loose jeans.
Yeah, and like a jumper or something, like
Yeah.
a sort of quite a nice sort of outfit really, but it wasn't really.
It wasn't rugby.
Yeah, it wasn't quite rugby sort of.
I made the executive decision that Charlie wasn't supposed to be good at rugby.
Yeah.
And
therefore you could be bad.
Therefore I was allowed to be bad.
He's suddenly wearing joggers, so either he changed or this is a different day.
Tara, I need to talk to you. One minute I hear you and Nick Nelson are a thing, the next I hear you're kissing some girl at Harry's party.
We all wanted to bring out in her the vulnerability and a sort of an ignorance that doesn't necessarily mean she's got bad intentions. She's just unaware. You know, I think the thing about Imogen is she's quite deluded. And that was always my key thing, is like, I didn't, after getting cast, I didn't go back and read the books or anything again, because I wanted to sort of have in my mind that Imogen was like the main character in her own story. I think that's really important when you're creating characters. So I didn't need to know about Nick and Charlie in as detail as maybe other characters do, because that wasn't really part of my story as Imogen.
So you and Nick are definitely not.
I'm a lesbian.
Okay. I'm not like homophobic. I'm an ally.
Congratulations. We thank you for your service.
So you and Nick are definitely not.
I'm a lesbian.
Okay. I'm not like homophobic. I'm an ally.
Congratulations. We thank you for your service.
When we filmed it, it was really lovely. I think the line, I'm not homophobic, I'm an ally, and then the congratulations and thank you for your service. It's iconic. Do you know what I mean? It is iconic in the way it's been written, and I think we all knew when we were filming it. It was like, oh, okay, this is cool. This is a cool moment. But we like obviously had no expectations. We had no idea that like that moment would blow up as much as it did. I think.
I bet Charlie's eating lunch with Nick again.
Well, they're in the honeymoon phase. It's not even like they're dating. Unless they are.
Isaac's book of the day is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This is a YA murder mystery that seems to be very popular at the moment.
Well, I've seen lots of people talking about is it called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder?
Yeah.
I think that was one of the books I read, and everyone on my Twitter is like, have you read this? Did you enjoy this book? Did you like it? And I'm like, oh my god, do I need to read this? Like, maybe that's on my TBR, yeah.
I mean, look at them. Well, there I am. There's me and Will. Do you not have anything to say? Yeah. Come back, say hi to my vlog.
Yes.
Aww. Charlie's putting himself in danger just because he has a little unrequited crush.
Oi, catch!
Having a fun comedic scene today. It's gonna be fun. Got a ball thrown at me.
I would call that scene more unfortunate and sad than comedic, but I'm sure it was funny to film.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a while, but it's gonna be really fun. And you're not gonna make me laugh.
I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna look down at my book. Oh, it's Elle's apple juice.
Background action. Action.
Oh, what a great vlog.
Throwing the ball at Tao's head, like, so was it a continuity thing? So did you just throw the ball and then did someone else throw it and it hit Will?
Yeah, it was sort of like, yeah, I didn't actually hit Will in the head, but I sort of had to look at Will and throw it to someone else at the same time. So that was pretty hard, but yeah, and we did one where the camera was literally just in front of me. I had to like sort of throw it upwards, kind of. But yeah, I didn't actually throw it at Will's head. That would have been quite funny. But
You okay?
Yes.
Can I have the ball back?
No. It's mine now.
So, all my friends are showing up in a bit to watch me play. All your friends? Tao, Isaac and Elle.
Karina, should we get in? Is this just a rehearsal or a take? This is a take? Oh shit, we better not get in it then.
I said they really didn't have to come, but Elle said they wanted to be supportive.
Oh, that's nice.
I wonder what Nick's thinking here. He could be thinking how awkward the thing that happened with Tal was earlier. He could be thinking that he doesn't have nice supportive friends like Charlie. Nick has plenty of friends who just laughed when he had the ball thrown at his head earlier, while Charlie has 3 true friends who are worth more than Nick's whole crew. Of course, he's probably also thinking about how uncomfortable it is that Charlie will have to lie to his friends about Nick.
Don't worry. I won't say anything about us.
The boys behind you can definitely hear you, dude.
They're here. I'll be right back.
How did he know they're here? He couldn't have seen them, so did he somehow hear them talking?
This is my outfit for the rugby match. Then I have my blue coat on top of it, always. But yeah, she's cute. And it has a little ladybird on it, because in Radio Silence, it says about Aled having ladybirds on his joggers or something, or shorts, can't remember exactly, ladybird trousers. So I was like, can we get a ladybird in somewhere? Because we miss Aled. And then they were like, yeah, we'll put it on this. How cute.
Oh my god, I missed you too.
Excuse me, where's our hog?
I see you all the time.
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today we have Netflix's Joe Lock.
Hi, hi.
Just anything about what we're doing today would be great.
So today we're doing the rugby match scenes, and we have to all wear our masks because we don't want to get COVID.
Yeah.
We don't want to get COVID.
Like some people.
Embarrassing, imagine getting COVID.
Oh my god, what a joke that'd be.
Yeah, so deep.
How poor.
Oh, so this is Tara and Darcy.
Yeah, hi.
Charlie! My guy?
I'm mainly here to get acquainted with the local gays. I didn't really think about, just because in that scene, I was stressing about the fact that I had to say, Charlie, my guy. And I didn't know if I would go, Charlie, my guy, or Charlie, my guy. And I kept going around in my head. So that's
the intonation.
Yeah, I just couldn't stop thinking about that. So in that scene.
That was actually really cute. Like you putting your arm around Joe. It's like, fast friends, not a lot of boundaries there.
I don't think Darcy has a good, strong sense of boundaries, except when it comes to Tara, actually.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm mainly here to get acquainted with the local gays, but you and Nick Nelson are looking suspiciously coupley.
What could she possibly have seen? She just showed up here and maybe saw them running and talking for a bit. The only other possibility is that she saw them holding hands at Harry's party, but who knows? Also, she must know Nick is within hearing distance, right? It could be that Elle has been gossiping to Tara and Darcy about Charlie's crush on Nick, especially after what Imogen just said to them before. That would make more sense to me.
Oh my god, please ignore her.
I promise, we're totally platonic good friends.
Disappointing, but okay.
The rugby uniforms for St. John's are meant to resemble wasp stripes.
Quick question. Why are the other team literal adult men?
They're a specialist sports school.
Sorry. Nervous.
Everyone's reaction here. That guy has a beard! Apparently none of the other players have any friends or family because Nick and Charlie's friends are literally the only people who showed up to watch the game. Ouch. I guess that's what happens when you film during COVID times.
Come on, boys!
So what you're about to hear is my absolute favourite line in the whole show, which got cut, but Chatna, our incredible coach Singh, basically stops the rugby match because it's about to rain, but we filmed it on the sunniest day. It was so funny.
Right! Let's get this match started before we all get drenched!
Come on, Joe!
So the rugby scene was fun, not just because of the scene we were shooting, but just like everyone getting together. Joe ordered everyone Starbucks that lunchtime, which was amazing. And Yaz and Toby were just sat in the sun, chilling. It felt like we were actually at a school. It was really good fun.
Yeah, I agree. Like when we were all together as a group, it was just so much fun, and we'd have a lot of laughs, a lot of banter, and yeah, just times where we're all together.
Did you take anything from the Heartstopper set?
I took a lot of things. All of the socks, the Ben jacket, the black one with like the fur collar, which Alice was wearing the same jacket the day we were doing the rugby scene. And I was like, that's a really cool jacket. She was like, you're wearing the same jacket. And I was like, oh yeah, and then I stole it.
Here's a picture of Alice in the jacket with the cast. Also producer Patrick Walters on the left. Volume 4 of Heartstopper came out when they were filming, so Alice brought everyone a copy.
Present for you. Oh, wow.
Oh my god!
Go on, Nicholas! Ria, do the go on, Nicholas. Ria, do the go on, Nicholas. With the jumping in the air.
Giving High School Musical realness.
The next one is another tricky one. It's Harry, don't let the game go soft.
That is Sebastian Croft as Ben Hope. Basically, there's a funny story behind this. So, like all of the rugby boys would play FIFA like in between takes when we were waiting, and then like some of us would go up and be like not really have a clue what was going on with the FIFA. And so like when Bash had to like shout encouragement to the game, he was like, what do I say? And like Cormac would just always say, oh, the game's gone soft, don't let the game go soft, guys, the game's going soft. So Bash like stole that, and it made us all laugh so much when he said it, and then it got in the show and we were like, yes, thank God.
Harry, don't let the game go soft. I know that one. Ben. That's sort of actually like a sort of Easter egg there. We were always talking about that on set. Don't let the game go soft. That was sort of like an inside joke between the cast, but it actually made it in there, which is quite funny. I didn't actually see the first time we watched it, made it in there, but yeah, apparently it did. That's a good one, yeah.
I'm glad you're telling the story because on Monday, Toby was also like insider when the guys were playing FIFA.
yeah. Whenever there was a soft tackle and there was a foul, game's gone soft. Terrible. But yeah, it made it.
We need to put that on a t-shirt.
But yeah, definitely.
So, does anyone remember the rules of rugby? Because I don't.
No.
And Isaac would be the one to know rugby because he's reading Proud by Gareth Thomas, the autobiography of a famous out-gay rugby player. Very fitting. Rugby in a nutshell, pause to read if interested. Don't trust me on this info though, all I know about contact sports is that
drag is not a contact sport.
I read that you got quite into the rugby, shooting the rugby scene.
Oh yeah, the errors called me a ninja mode, rugby ninja mode. Yeah, I was just like, I had to like completely kind of take everything off the camera as much as I could and just keep it as lightweight as possible, and have the easy rig, which is this rig that you put the camera on to like keep it close to your body. And I had to learn a bit of the rules of rugby. Then I would just like throw myself into the game and try to capture what's happening. And like it's kind of partly it is chaotic what's happening. You kind of constantly try to follow the ball and stuff like that. So it was very, very nice. I really enjoyed that. I also like that when we had the challenge with rain, we did the rain sequence in rugby. It was very interesting as well. And, you know, and just how you, with a small amount of the rain, how do you make it contained, but still very realistic, and adding some thunder to it and stuff like that.
Now, which was your favorite scene to be a part of and why?
I think it was the rugby match. I mean, people ask me this a lot and I say a lot of different answers, but every time I think about it, I think about a different scene. And I think it was the rugby match, just because we were all together. And it's one of the only scenes I have with Toby, who plays Isaac, and And I love being in a scene with Toby. Toby makes me so happy. So it was a boiling hot day, and we made up this silly little game when we had to like do some talking improvisation. We tried to sneak in random words. It wasn't being picked up by the mics or anything, but we just we played loads that day. It was like a really silly day, and there was ice cream. There was ice cream that day. So
come on, let's go, boys. Come on, head up.
Hi everyone. Oh, towing out. Look, all of these rain machines are about to piss it down on us. Block.
Go on. Let's do it.
I also really liked the rugby day scene just because I was obsessed with the rain machine. It wasn't actually raining. It was all a machine and I really enjoyed it, but the hair extensions really didn't because that was awful.
Wow, so it wasn't raining at all. That's movie magic, right?
Magic. So magic.
So guys, they're about to do a rain test. Shut up.
This is what we're supposed to do.
Yes.
No.
Well, you literally can't see it at all.
What? Is that
also,
it?
it's a lovely blue sky, so we have to make all of our umbrellas look a little bit wet.
I'd have gone.
Yeah.
Let's do the rain test. You're all wet.
The rugby scenes were great. I remember the one where we get smashed. That one was pretty fun to film. We were actually playing quite well in the rugby game. They had to tell us to calm down a little bit because we were beating them, but we had to look like we were getting smashed. But yeah, that was a great day. Like, I remember it was sunny that day. They made it look good with the rain and stuff, but in real life it was sunny. Like, it was just good vibes that day, to be honest. We were down by like sports college or something, and yeah, it was just a good day for chillaxing, playing a bit of rugby, a bit of running. Loads of time to like sit around as well with our rugby team. We got to chill with them a lot, make friends with a lot of the extras, the rugby team. So yeah, great fun just chilling with them the whole day, to be honest.
Ben and Imogen are both getting cues from others to laugh at Charlie.
Get back up, Charlie.
That is ice cold.
Wait, you
Wow. Oh, I'm gonna look at chat now, bless her. Oh, the flash, the lightning.
Playing rugby was definitely fun every time. The rain, when it rained in the rugby, it was freezing cold. And I remember once it actually snowed as well, so that was pretty mental. But yeah, playing rugby was fun. You definitely, all the rugby lads, the actors who were playing rugby had like a little competition who can tackle the most people. But yeah, that was fun.
Was there a cast member that you bonded with? Was there anyone that you hung around with the most?
Yeah, I sort of hang around with the people Harry's friends with in the show. We've got Harry's mates, Otis, Si, all of those guys. Yeah, definitely Kit as well. We chilled quite a lot on set. Yeah, I mean, everyone was so lovely though. Like, whenever you interact with them, it's just a lovely experience, yeah.
Hey mate, see that number 14, yeah? We definitely had something for you, mate. A crush or something, mate.
This guy is number 14.
Oh my god, it looks just like Joe, I can't believe it. Look at the camera, Will, pay attention. Hi everyone!
Why do I look like that?
Oh! Next thing you know, Charlie will be bringing the whole rugby team to our film night to making us watch Avengers or something.
Is that your nightmare scenario?
Does William like Avenger movies or any other Marvel movies, since Tao himself hates Avenger movies?
I actually, yeah, I love a good Marvel movie. I think it can be really fun.
Yeah, who doesn't, right?
Yeah, I love Spider-Man and like love all that stuff. And I think they've got some great films and stuff. And yeah, I have a lot of time for it. I mean, Tao's very much a film student. He really loves his films. So I can see why he would be like very true to the art of the film and everything. And whereas Marvel's more like action, like crazy stuff going on. But I have a lot of time for Marvel. I think they're really cool.
Charlie's befriending bullies and our friendship group is falling apart, Elle. Take this seriously.
Hey, I didn't come here and risk seeing all the Turin boys who used to pick on me just for you to tell me our friendship group's falling apart.
Nick standing between Charlie's genuine friends and his friends.
Keep this a secret. Yeah. It's fine.
Okay, that's it, I'm calling it! This rain is too dangerous! Match is over! Everyone off the pitch!
Why is it pink outside? Is it just the power of love?
Hey.
She knows okay.
I don't know.
Oh, it's been a long day.
Looks fine. Cool. You've got some mud on your face though.
And you don't? It's a beautiful moment, but that dry tissue is not doing much.
I'm really sorry for being all clingy and annoying. I'm making this so awkward. You wanted to keep us a secret and I'm messing it up.
Sorry for interrupting, but Miss Singh told me to give you some antiseptic wipes.
Well, I think Joe and Kit spoke about this before. It was a Friday night. It was like the last shot that we shot that day. The boys had been like working really, really hard doing, obviously they're in it all the time. And I came in and did my line and we all just kept laughing the whole time. And we got a bit told off because we couldn't ever get the scene out properly.
So were you cued off camera? Like, was it one continuous take of their dialogue and then you coming in and interrupting?
It was, yeah. And there was a couple of issues with that because they cued me at the wrong time once. So I walked in the middle of one of Kit's lines and he was like, hang on, mate, you're a bit early. I was like, what?
I'm making this so awkward.
They said action!
And one of the only times that we cracked up in a scene was when he just sort of like, I think he walked in at the wrong time actually.
Yeah.
Like we were mid-scene, he was meant to come in at one time and then...
It's the antiseptic wipe scene.
He was just so funny.
That day with Toby and the antiseptic wipe scene, that was the only day me and Kit got told off on set.
Yeah.
Because it was like 10 minutes before the end of day and it was like the last shot of the day.
We had to get it done.
And Toby kept coming in and we just kept laughing.
Yeah.
And Eros, the director, who is the most sweet and lovely man, was like, guys, you've had your scene. Come on now.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, sorry.
Also, another good scene was with Toby Donovan when Toby comes into the medical room, and he's like, "Sorry to interrupt," but and it's like super awkward. I found that really fun, and I couldn't stop laughing because Toby Donovan's just hilarious.
Yeah, the antiseptic wipes, like the delivery of that.
Yeah, the delivery of that's so funny, like antiseptic wipes, and it's like this kind of really awkward situation. Yeah, brilliant.
So it just stopped raining and thundering right after they ended the match.
It was nice meeting your friends, though.
Yeah,
Yeah. They seem cool.
they are.
Have they replaced us?
As if anyone could replace your incredibly annoying, loud presence in my life.
How dare you?
They are perfect for each other. Tao has his insecurities and Elle knows how to deal with him. And Elle finds Tao funny always.
Oh, finally ready to make a move?
Just piss off, Harry.
Although she doesn't necessarily see everything, she sees bits and bobs, and I think she sees enough to recognise that Nick is different from the likes of Harry and Ben. You know, we even see sort of snippets of like Harry teasing Imogen as well. Like she recognizes that he's not a nice person, I think. But Nick isn't that. Nick is a lovely person who she clearly has a great friendship with, and I think that's definitely what draws her to him. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Okay, fine. If you're going to be a coward about it.
There are some pictures of Cormac's body double Luke Harden wearing this Harry costume. I suspect he was there for this scene because Cormac was the youngest cast member and therefore legally not allowed to do long days like everyone else, so they used a double for some of the shots from behind while Imogen and Nick are talking.
Like, this is really random. But maybe we could, like, go out.
This scene is staged so well because Nick is looking quite literally cornered here.
Like, I guess sort of a date.
Like, I think she genuinely likes Nick. However, I think a lot of it is sort of like what you said, that conversation Imogen has with Nick on the bench, where he's like, there are so many people's expectations of me, and I don't know if I can be those expectations. I think it's the same for Imogen. I think she feels like she needs to be that power couple with Nick. And so that's motivating her a bit. She does like him as well. That's motivating her a bit in that moment. And then obviously there's got this pressure from Harry and all the lads watching her in that moment. And she's so desperate for him to say yes. I don't think she like planned to ask him out in front of a load of people. I think it sort of happened and she was like, well, I'm gonna have to do this now in front of them. And so yeah, it's just definitely, it's sort of just like, please say yes, I think is the overriding thing in that moment. Just please say yes.
Yeah, I guess so, sure.
That's it for episode 4. See you in the next one.